Oh, okay. There's a transition period. Okay. So on the actual stream, I can't see your camera, but well, I can't see it in OBS either.
Oh, I see you though.
Yeah. What the hell's up with yours? I can. It's definitely an OBS thing because I can see you. Okay, now you're on. So I
All
think
right. We can
there's
see
like
if
a
my audio is working. Oh yeah, okay, it is.
yeah. It
We can see if my audio is working.
it's like cutting in and out. Your camera's so jank.
It's terrible.
It's all right. Once you have the aux
Yeah,
camera,
once
it'll
I
be
have
nice.
the plugin.
Your camera's. All right. So, I mean, I guess this is just what we're working with. Welcome back. This is the reboot. Operation Alpha, episode 1 of the reboot. Um, so I think this is going to be a little bit different than like what we did last time. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be
Because last time we were just talking about like conspiracies. Well, I'm sure we'll still get into that, obviously, but like it's gonna be, it's not gonna be quite as focused on that. I'd say there's just too much going on to just do just
yeah,
strictly conspiracies. There's
there's a
too
lot of
many. There's
a lot
too
of
many
current events.
conspiracies being created for us to keep up.
Yeah,
I think. Uh,
for sure.
um. So should we do like a, I don't know, kind of where we'd land on the political spectrum before we?
Oh boy.
Let me ask you that.
That's
Where
a
where
heavy
where do you
topic.
stand as of today on the political spectrum? Not like left or right, but just like typical value set.
I mean, I'd say constitutionalist, conservative, libertarian,
Hmm.
God fearing,
Yeah. I mean,
if you want
I
to call that political. But
yeah. I mean, well, I wouldn't say that's necessarily political, but I would say that one side is typically far more not religious but
I,
Christian as a whole than the other side, and not to say that one side can't be and the other has to be
yeah, no,
right,
no,
but
no. I find it difficult these days to classify yourself in the Republican Democrat categories.
yeah, I think we're learning some interesting things about the two party system, which I mean maybe people older than us have already known for decades that they're, I don't know, very similar on certain things, and you're not exactly getting the power through your vote that you may have
No, you
decades ago. I don't know,
you also
even
only
decades
get like a
ago in the 20th century.
yeah, you get a fraction of the story from both sides too.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody has their own lobby interests. Everybody kind of, it's, I when I say that I don't think really any of the Congress, the executive, the judicial is truly working for the Americans. Like I don't think so.
Oh, there's no way.
I think some of that could probably be mitigated with like, I don't know, the removal of lobbying, but I think we're at a place now where it's like too far gone. Like, who's gonna want to be a politician if you can't make millions of dollars? Besides, like, I don't know.
Also,
There's like
it's all greed.
Thomas
That's
Massey. He's probably, and I guess MTG is coming out as one of the people who's like not taking lobby money and is actually. I guess let's go back to like the start of this presidency. Do you think that your views have changed at all from the start to where we are now?
uh maybe not like core
Don't
values,
mind me.
but
I'm taking a drink of milk.
maybe not core values, but maybe support. I would say.
And I guess another question is, do you feel that like the promises of this administration have been fulfilled, whether or not you voted for him, right? I guess that doesn't really matter whether or not the promises of his campaign have been fulfilled or are in the process of being fulfilled.
I think I think we were off to a better start than we're at now. I think in the very beginning things were going well and they were going according to agenda. And then there was a moment in time where train went off the rails.
Yeah, I think going into this, I was maybe a little bit too hopeful. Not hopeful because I had like complete trust in this administration. I don't. I don't have complete trust in any part of the government. Like, why would I? There's no reason to. The track record is so bad. But just like a few of the things that we thought we were gonna get right. Like for me, the Epstein files was like the biggest one, or
Oh yeah,
one of the biggest
absolutely.
ones. It's like I think pedophiles should be brought to justice. I don't know who would disagree with that, right? But I think coming out and calling it a hoax is like, all right, I something's going on here. Something's not right. Something's fishy. Like,
Well, it's everyone involved who's calling it a hoax. Obviously, they don't want it to get out for a reason.
yeah, and the fact that you have to get half of Congress, or maybe what is it? I think it had to be like Massey had to get 218 votes in the House to be able to put it to a vote to have them released. And it's like, so what you're saying is more than half of Congress doesn't want them to be released. If that's not like,
That's gotta tell you something.
that's like, it's like damning evidence in and of itself that not necessarily, I'm not saying that like all of these congressmen are have something to do with it, but it's like their interests tied, or they know that there's so many people in
They
government that are involved that the government would like cease to exist if they were released, right?
That, or that goes back to the issue of lobbyists. It's maybe people giving them money who were involved.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, but like, how much money do you have to get paid to cover up a child sex ring, or to
I,
cover for a pedophile?
I I don't think it's as much saving themselves. I don't think it's as much financially driven. Just the tie that it puts you with that person. You know.
Yeah, I mean, another thing too is this is like just encompassing the lack of transparency that this administration's FBI has, and how much we expected and what we're getting. It's like it's so bad. I I really expected a lot from Cash. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think there's some things with that we should save for a full episode.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Like we can definitely get into all of the failures and lack of transparency by the FBI. That's I guess that's just one minor theme in this in the huge conglomerate of ideas and events surrounding the administration. Really.
so, do you think it's the FBI trying to cover things up, or do you think it's lack of knowledge on their end? Like,
Well,
do you think it's possible that there's a bigger entity out there that knows more than they do?
I mean, so I think it's probably a little bit of both. Um, who is it that one of the congresswomen was asking Cash about? I think it was Dylan Roof, or I don't exactly remember his name. I'm not the director of the FBI, but he was the guy who um, killed a bunch of black people in Buffalo, and he was like a renowned racist, and like that was his intention, right? And Cash had no idea who it was. Like
Yeah.
I'm an average person, so maybe I shouldn't be clued into everything. But if you're the director of the FBI, and he worked in the previous administrations, right, or he worked for Trump in his previous administration in a different position, but I feel like you should probably know about that. That's just one example. That's like a hyperbolic example. It
Oh,
doesn't exactly represent everything, but
but
say
that
a
I mean,
lack of knowledge is definitely something. But I don't think it's just lack of knowledge. Like I think there are influences. I don't exactly know where from, but there has to be influences. Just when he went on Cash went on Rogan and said there's absolutely like no video evidence of children being assaulted sexually, and it was known, and I think it was Pam Bondi that admitted it in a private interview that there was like thousands of hours of like child sexual assaults, or of kids, I think she said, on video that they had to go through. And Cash says that there's nothing. I think I think that the FBI is burning it all. That might be crazy,
Yeah, I
but
mean, is it malice or is it incompetence? Probably more malice than anything.
I there's just like there's no telling to how deep it goes. I think like I don't even know what to expect anymore, and I don't think we'll ever find out. This is gonna be like a like
Oh, you don't think
any of
there's gonna
the
be
I don't know, dude.
in 40 or so years from now? You don't think they're gonna release all this stuff like they're doing with the JFK files, like they're doing with.
So I guess the problem with the JFK files is there's so much of it that's redacted. Even the stuff they released recently, it's like
You can't get content out of it.
there's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like okay, we know nothing more now than we did then. I mean, the same conspiracies are coming out now. Like people are having the same ideas that they did back then, right? Like the shooter on the grassy knoll. Like
Yeah.
that was a thing then, and it's still a thing now. Like the evidence that's come out hasn't disproven that, or um, like it hasn't provided the necessary info to say one way or another what actually happened. Right? I guess it's another thing like 9/11 as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was like
Did
one
we
of
ever get into that?
I don't think we did in the last one. No. And I'm now that Tucker's coming out with his show, right? And I've been listening to that. He's got 2 episodes on it so far, and it's like stuff that like the anti-war crowd had already been locked onto for a long time. Like even before um like we went to war in Iraq. Like there were people on the case like figuring out what was happening and the weird stuff with the 9/11 commission before we even went to war. And those people, their voices have been like so shuttered and silenced. Not maybe not on purpose, but it just doesn't go with like the main theme of America and wanting to like stick their boot in someone's ass basically and just kill people.
So let me ask you this. This, I mean, kind of along the same lines, but a bit of a topic change. With all the abilities of AI and editing and stuff, how do you trust anything that you see?
I think this is like something that is unique to our generation. I think we're really good at least at this point, right? Like AI is getting into that territory where it's now it's getting hard to tell what's real and fake. But I think our generation being so media savvy, like we can pretty much call things out as being fake for the most part at this point.
For, I mean, for now, but think about how far it's come in the last year or
Oh,
two.
I know. I see some
What's it
videos and
gonna
I'm
look like in five
like
years? Yeah.
I know this is AI just because of what's happening, and it's not perfect yet. But like some elderly person or some 70-year-old
Oh,
boomer in their
100%.
vacation house is gonna be like, "Oh, this is totally real! Like I can't believe this happened." It's and the people who are getting their information this way, like I get so much of my information just from like reading articles, listening to interviews. I I guess the question would be what kind of media could be made with AI to make people believe one thing or another, right? Like you see those AI videos of Trump saying something, right? And it's like it makes no sense, but people take it as complete reality.
Oh yeah, and then that gets shared and
Like, oh, I
reposted.
can't believe he said this. It's like,
Yeah.
well, look, he does say some really stupid stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but there's certain videos that are just fake, and I think that him, not necessarily him, but okay, this goes back to like the breaking of my own political ideology and where my like transition period was. But in this administration, right? Like the two biggest things for me were the big beautiful bill, which was like kind of included the breaking of the relationship between Trump and Elon, and
Yeah,
then
so
the Epstein files. I think those
that's
two
where I was
events really
getting
changed me.
with the whole, beginning of the administration, at least this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it started off right. I mean, the Department of Government Efficiency, I think, was doing work that should have been done a long time ago, and then that bill comes out and for for the most part just kind of reversed everything that Doge had done.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the principle. You want to stimulate the economy after you have some sort of like quasi recession almost, and you want to stimulate the economy. Um, but I think in the name of stimulating the economy, we just completely got rid of all of the Doge stuff that a lot of people really wanted to happen. And we ended up cutting nothing, and we actually added spending to the federal
Oh, yeah.
government. We increased the defense budget to $1 trillion a year. Like that's insane. 200 billion more than it was previously, right? And I know that's supposed to be for building the Golden Dome or whatever, but
Yeah, but I mean, how do you track where all that goes?
you don't. There's a report out. It's been out for years that it's like the average amount of fraud in the federal government is like hundreds of billions of dollars per year.
Oh, and I mean, that's
I mean, that's
just what's reported.
yeah. How do you even know? You don't know.
You can't quantify it.
No. And I think Trump going after Elon so hard because Elon was like sticking to his Doge persona. Like he was like, this is bad. Our debt is already at 37 trillion. We're gonna add another 5 trillion over the next 10 years. Like this is bad. Like I don't think enough. There's the amount of economic stimulus that would be required to offset the amount of debt that we're putting on the people is like next to impossible for at least for our economy and where we stand right now. I don't actually think things are getting that much better have gotten that much better in the last 10 years or 10 years, sorry, like 10-ish months since like
10 months, yeah.
I know he didn't
You think
get in till January, right? But like there was oh, now we're going to get something good, so we were expecting like a big change. So it's like I think like the start of the year period, really.
Our expectations were probably way too high.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing. Like I want to be optimistic. I want things to go well. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a letdown. I think and I'll stand strong on this. I think Elon was right. I think Trump going after him saying that they're going to remove all the subsidies that they give Tesla. I'm like that's such a bullshit move.
That was
That's
all
childish.
Yeah.
And you're gonna say like, oh, we're gonna not just Tesla. I guess they were like, oh, we're gonna cancel all of SpaceX's contracts. See how he likes that? Like, are you kidding me, dude? I think he's jealous that Elon's richer than him. Honestly, I think that plays into it.
Yeah, you think so?
Someone that thinks he's like a more top dog than he is. Like he must feel threatened, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But
And I think Trump takes pride in his money a lot more than Elon does.
yeah, Elon doesn't care. Elon doesn't even have a big house. I don't even know if he has a house. Like he doesn't.
He sleeps in the office.
Yeah, like it's just two entirely different mindsets.
Yeah.
But like my political philosophy at the beginning, like I don't know, let's say New Year's, right? I was like conservative Republican, I guess you would say. That's the party that I'm most aligned with. I had some faith in Trump that he would do good. I think the last administration did pretty well. Obviously, the things I don't agree with, but I expected a lot. And then just like the big beautiful bill, the Epstein files, and then I just began to like tread into this libertarian anti-war kind of.
Well, your problem was you had way too much trust in the government.
Yeah, I mean, and to say that I had a lot of faith is like, I didn't really have that much faith. The amount of faith that is reasonable for someone that you voted for, right? Which is a very small amount. Very small amount.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I understand it's a politician. Trump's a politician, whether you want to admit it or not. He's in that realm now. There's no more saying, oh, he's an outsider. He's not in with. He's friends with a lot of people.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, where was I going with that? Oh, the anti-war stuff, and I started to get into like going back to like the early 2000s, how we got into Iraq and how we got into Afghanistan and like why we're in the Middle East, and it's just like that started to shape most of my like political ideology. I was just like, it seems like the same thing over and over. We just keep, no matter who gets in the office, we're bombing some country in Africa or the Middle East.
So where would you say you stand now? I know you said libertarian.
I mean, so I'm very libertarian, anti-war, but I do think that there's conservation that's required for the American ideal, and that's like you said, constitutionalist. I think we've
Yeah.
strayed so far from the intentions of the Constitution. It's like I heard this somewhere. It's like the Constitution doesn't even really apply anymore. Like
It
it's
depends how you take it.
it not maybe
There's
not
the
a,
face value, and then there's the interpretation of it.
yeah. So I guess like from my understanding, the way that the Constitution was written, it was and I was listening to an interview. I need to
I think
actually
it's intentionally vague.
well, this isn't where I'm going. So, from what I understood, this interpretation that the Constitution was meant to be the law of the land for a religious people, and now that America is so secularized, where does the morality of the country lie? Right? Morality is just like utilitarian, and people just kind of use the morality for whatever they see fit and what they think is good. There's no basis for the morality. So, like, how can the Constitution apply? How can you say all people are created equal or all men are created equal? But then that's obviously not a widely believed thing in America. It's clear.
No,
I mean, there's
I
so
think
many
a lot
other
of it's
there's so many other interpretations and quotes from the Constitution that you could say that, like, the Second Amendment has been battled forever. People say, well, the right to bear arms doesn't mean you can have a military assault rifle, right? It means you can have a musket and that's it. It's like, no, that's not
I mean,
what that means.
at
It's
the
like
time
the
you could
right to
have a
defend
musket.
yourself is a God-given right.
Right, at the
And
time you could have
speech.
a musket because you were fighting against muskets.
Yeah, and there's it always goes back, well, that's all there was at the time. There were only muskets. It's like, okay, they had Gatling guns that were crank Gatling guns in the 18th century. It's not like you only had muskets, right?
Right, but the Second Amendment was have to defend against the government, and why should the government have increased technology and the people should be limited?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at a point now, like the Second Amendment is maybe more important than ever. But I guess a good question is, what power could the people possibly have if there was ever like some sort of revolution, right? I think like we would mostly be powerless against the government, against the military, if but
Oh
that
yeah,
because the government has gotten so powerful that there's virtually no way that the people can rise up effectively, right? Like, was it Nepal that just had a revolution and they voted on Discord for like the new president? And it's like that. I don't think that's possible here. I don't think there is possibility for a revolution
no.
without like sending the National Guard out to just like mow people down, honestly.
Oh, it'd be a massacre.
Yeah. And it's like what do you do? You have the Second Amendment. That's like your last safeguard against tyranny, basically. And we're already getting to the point where free speech is like we're on the fence as a
Doesn't
government
exist.
body. I would say for the last like I don't know 50, 60 years at least. Granted, I'm in my 20s, so what do I know? But free speech is really only exists in concept. If the government doesn't like something that you say, they will do something about it. You could say it, but the government can do something about it.
Oh, absolutely.
And
And I
whether they
think,
do it in the
I mean,
shadows, do it through NGOs, it doesn't matter.
but also, I mean, just people in general. I think people have forgotten freedom of speech, and now, I mean, we're in a world where anything you say will offend someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole like hate speech thing. That's a whole other topic. But
I think when Pam Bondi came out and said there's a difference between free speech and hate speech, I was like, all right, you guys can't keep giving me more reason to not like you. Like, you gotta say some things that are actually cool. Like, I can't remember the last time like the administration said something and I was like, you know what, I really agree with that. Maybe
yeah,
I think Trump said something yesterday. It was like we shouldn't be giving illegal immigrants Medicaid, right? I think he said something like that, and I was like, this is that's his claim for why the government is shutting down because the Democrats want to include that in the spending bill. Obviously, the Republicans probably wouldn't want to include that. I
Yep.
don't actually know. I haven't looked into this enough to know if that's really the reason, right? There's a lot of wordplay to say to
Yeah, I
blame the
mean,
other
it just
side, right?
happened this morning.
Yeah. So there's a lot
But
of blaming going on. I'd like to get to the actual story, but I'm not just gonna like take anything at face value anymore. It's pointless.
yeah,
I'm not gonna become like a talking head for the media. Like I don't
no.
watch anything. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch
Oh,
any of the main
mainstream
stuff.
media's no,
No,
I don't
like
touch them.
I watch people react to clips of things that happen on mainstream media. That's probably as close as I get.
Yeah, I mean that's just unavoidable.
But I guess the percentage of the country that still tunes into mainstream media is
I think it's
vast.
decreasing numbers.
It is definitely decreasing.
That's why. I mean, that's why you have your Candace Owens, your Tucker Carlsons.
Yeah,
Uh,
Candace is hot right now. She's getting more views than ever doing her investigation stuff and the Charlie Kirk
isn't
assassination.
Brett Baer doing it now too.
Oh, Brett Baer's doing it. Oh, he's doing like a solo. You mean?
I think yeah, I think he has his own thing.
I think even like no matter where you stand politically, like if you kind of a fall in line, like a right wing centrist or left wing centrist, you will still have success in these like individual platforms and
Oh,
long form video
yeah,
content.
definitely.
But I think there are people that excel. Tucker excelling, he's like doing better than he ever did on Fox. Candace is doing better than she ever did when she was with the Daily
That's because they
Wire.
have freedom to say whatever they want.
Yeah, you don't have someone like yanking your chain saying, "Oh, you can't say this." You know who I really want to do this, and I think he's held back by where he's at is Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
I think he's really held back.
Did you watch? Have you watched his movie? I haven't had the chance to
Uh,
watch it.
what is a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good. Okay, when I say it was really good, it was really informative, right? Like to
Informative. Yeah.
see all of this stuff and to see these doctors say that, oh, like the children need this. This is healthcare. I'm like, he's like, so. There's one of the things that I vividly remember. He's like, so this drug Lupron is actually used to chemically castrate criminals, and you think it's okay to give this to children? She's like, I think we should end the interview.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
That was like the advertisement clip that was everywhere.
I'm like, that's hilarious. It's just like the
Yep.
epitome of the movement. And like, it's not to say that like they're not people, right? Like obviously trans people are still people, and I think but I think that documentary movie, whatever you want to call it, is just eye opening. Like it's just
Yeah.
kind of showing you if you present questions to the side that favors this ideology, there's no answers that are presented to you. Like it's just, what is a woman? Oh, well, a woman is a woman. It's someone who thinks they're a woman. Okay, well, what is that? I think it should go the other way, right? What is a man? Let's find out. Let's do another documentary.
Yeah. That'd be good.
And then he put out another one. It was like what was it? It was like I'm not racist or something. I didn't watch that
Yeah.
one.
That I
They
haven't seen that one either, but
the,
that one looked pretty good as well.
they put those behind the Daily Wire paywalls, so I'm not gonna be giving
Ah,
them any money.
all right.
I Yeah. What do you want to do here?
You want to wrap up the test and then we'll reconvene in a higher quality next week.
Yeah, we can do that. I think we covered some good ground here. Got our technology
Kind of
sorted out
got
for the most part. Despite your shitty
yeah,
camera
gotta
quality, it's
that'll be fixed. That'll be fixed.
yeah, it's not that bad though. Because I watch shows like I guess people aren't gonna be here for the camera quality, you know. Like it'll
Yeah.
be so much better with the other camera, but people aren't just gonna be here for the camera quality. Like it's because your camera keeps cutting in and out.
That and it reverses my face, so I look a little messed up. But
Oh, does it?
yeah,
Oh, well.
it's I can see it cutting out.
That's all right. Yeah, we can. I'd like to make this a
So
weekly thing, though. You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like
So
at a
well, I
time
mean,
when I don't know. I think this is a good time.
yeah. I mean, we could do the Fridays work.
They could, depending on the week, I guess,
We
right? Like if either
yeah,
of us
I guess
have
we did it
plans,
early enough.
like Thursday nights, I feel like would be best for me, just because
Okay,
like it's like the week. I mean,
sure.
I don't work Fridays usually, so
This guy part timer.
Yeah, basically. I got soft hands.
All right, well we'll figure it out, and then I don't know, maybe post a schedule or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd like to be semi-consistent, you know, have people expect when
Yeah.
you can be on. Our loyal, what do we got? 4 viewers, and one of them is you. 3 viewers.
Hey, that's
Oh,
not
somebody
bad though.
left. Yeah. Hey, if you're watching, give us a follow. There'll be more of this. It'll be better though. Well, we didn't even say our names. I don't think. I'm Luke.
Go
This is
I'm
Tyler.
Tyler. Go
Uh,
check out our old episodes on
y-
Spotify.
yeah, look up the Operation Alpha podcast on Spotify. You'll see it's got like an eagle
The first
logo.
episode, yeah, the first episode you see is Brittany Griner for the Merchant of Death.
Worst trade deal in the
uh,
history of trade deals.
we had some good ones on there.
Yeah, we did. I
I think
think this will be
I
fun
think
though.
one of the yeah one of the last couple we did were with all the
Yeah, we
fellas.
did it. We
Those
did
were
them with
those
the
were fun.
guys. I think it's definitely harder to kind of stay on track with a group of people.
Yeah,
You get more talk over. It's kind of like a protect our parks kind of like people just talk over each other. But I think in the future
we
that would be fun to
yeah
do
I was gonna
again.
say we could toss another couple of those in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. Follow, subscribe. We're streaming on Rumble, so I guess it's follow. This will
Oh
get
yeah,
posted to YouTube somehow. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. Yeah. We'll see you next time.
we'll be the next podcast to get banned. So we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Well, we're on Rumble. They're not gonna ban us.
On Rumble, we're fine, no. But once we start posting them on YouTube,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Israel just gave Google $50 million to put pro-Israel ads on their platform. So we'll see. We'll see how far we tread, but this is gonna be a wide encompassing show. Like there's gonna be,
yeah,
and then if like once our chat gets popular enough and they can kind of just give us ideas, ask us questions, we'll just try to
do a little
read from the
crowd work.
chat. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
important.
All right.
But yeah, I think it was a good one. Did a little over 30 minutes. So
Nice.
all right, well, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
All right. We'll see you.
Peace.